Let's explore the often dreaded process of air travel, focusing on the airport experience. It's a routine that many find stressful, arriving early, navigating through security, and hoping your flight departs as scheduled. Yet, amidst all the chaos, spare a moment to consider the TSA, Transportation Security Administration. Their task is to ensure no prohibited items make it past the checkpoints, making their role both essential and challenging. When they stumble upon something out of the ordinary, it turns the mundane into something extraordinary. Join us as we check out everything from the incredible lobster delivery to a literal tiger smuggled on a plane as we delve into the 20 craziest things found by airport security. Number 20. The Lobster Encounter. In 2017, a TSA officer at Boston Logan Airport encountered an unusual sight when a large live lobster was found in a checked bag. This discovery was not as outlandish as it might seem. The TSA actually permits lobsters in both carry-on and checked luggage, a practice particularly common in New England. To prevent any accidents or issues, the lobster was carefully taped to avoid pinching anyone, and placed inside a cooler to ensure it stayed fresh throughout the journey. Such occurrences are a testament to the unique and often amusing situations that airport security officers handle, proving that not all surprises are necessarily problematic. Number 19. The Tiger Cub Smuggling. In Bangkok, an extraordinary incident unfolded when airport security discovered a young tiger cub hidden among stuffed animals in a suitcase. Initially thought to be a shipment of plush toys for a non-profit organization, the luggage contained a sedated live tiger cub. The discovery shocked both the authorities and the public, leading to the immediate rescue of the cub and the arrest of the smuggler. The individual was en route to Iran, where it was suspected the cub was to be sold illegally. This case highlights the extreme lengths some individuals go to in smuggling exotic animals, underscoring both the risks involved and the importance of vigilant security measures. Number 18. The Suitcase Stowaway. A distressing story from Spain involves a father who attempted to reunite with his 8-year-old son through an illegal and dangerous method. To facilitate their reunion, he paid smugglers to transport his child into the country. The plan? To hide the boy inside a suitcase. Airport security swiftly discovered the child and ensured his safety. The father faced severe legal repercussions for his actions, nearly facing imprisonment. Both he and his son claimed they were unaware of the exact methods used by the smugglers. This incident serves as a stark reminder of the grave risks and severe consequences associated with illegal human trafficking and smuggling. Number 17. The Sneaky Cash Stash. In New Delhi, a clever yet ultimately unsuccessful attempt to smuggle money out of the country was uncovered. The smuggling method involved hiding rolled-up cash within various food items such as biscuits and peanuts. The intention behind this approach was to avoid detection by disguising the cash within everyday items. Despite the ingenuity of the plan, it failed to evade airport security. The exact reasons for the smuggling attempt remain unclear, but such schemes are typically driven by financial motives rather than benevolent intentions. This incident highlights the creative, if misguided, strategies people employ to bypass security and the constant vigilance required to thwart them. Number 16. The Unexpected Cargo. In 2020, Dallas TSA officials encountered an unsettling surprise during a routine luggage inspection. When they opened a particular suitcase, they discovered several dead birds inside. The owner claimed that the birds were intended as cat food, a dubious explanation that hardly made sense. The situation became more complicated as the individual who imported the birds was from China. This raised concerns about avian flu, a virus that poses significant risks to both humans and animals. Given the heightened health concerns in 2020, the TSA made the prudent decision to incinerate the birds to prevent any potential spread of disease. This incident highlights the rigorous measures taken to protect public health and underscores the importance of clear and accurate declarations when traveling. Number 15. The feline surprise. In an unusual twist, TSA officials used an X-ray machine to inspect a bag and were startled to find a cat inside. The discovery was both unexpected and problematic, raising concerns similar to those in the earlier story about dead birds. The traveler insisted they had no idea how the cat ended up in the bag, a claim that seemed implausible. Upon contacting the actual owner of the cat, who lived in the same building as the traveler, the explanation became clearer. It turned out the cat had a habit of exploring boxes and suitcases and had inadvertently snuck into the bag. Despite the initial shock and potential complications, no charges were filed. The cat was safely returned to its owner, demonstrating the sometimes bizarre and amusing nature of travel mishaps. Number 14. The stun gun and ammo. In a 2021 security screening at Bradley Airport, TSA agents stumbled upon a peculiar find: a lipstick-style stun gun accompanied by 3.380 caliber bullets. The discovery was both surprising and amusing. While bullets are strictly prohibited in carry-on luggage, stun guns present a different situation. They are allowed on flights only if they are stored in a manner that prevents accidental use, such as being kept in a case that is not easily accessible. The presence of a stun gun disguised as a lipstick added an extra layer of intrigue to this case. It raises questions about the intent behind such an unusual choice of weaponry. The combination of stun gun and bullets in the same bag certainly made for an unusual and memorable airport security encounter. Number 13. The bird smuggling scheme. In a bizarre 2021 incident in New York City, authorities arrested a man who had smuggled 35 live songbirds inside hair curlers attached to his clothing. These curlers, though large enough to contain the birds, were an inventive and risky method for transporting them. The fact that they were songbirds made the situation even more unusual, as their natural chirping could easily attract attention. The man revealed to federal agents that he had been promised $500 up front and an additional $2,500 upon successful delivery of the birds, highlighting the significant value placed on these creatures. The motivation behind smuggling songbirds lies in the lucrative world of bird contests, where winners can earn up to $10,000. This explains why someone would go to such lengths to transport these birds, making the whole affair a remarkable story of smuggling and avian competition. Number 12. Hidden ammo. In 2021, the TSA compiled a list showcasing some of the most unusual items discovered at airport security checkpoints. Number 10 on this list was an intriguing find: bullets concealed within a bar of deodorant. This discovery occurred at Atlantic City International Airport, where security personnel unearthed 6 bullets hidden inside the personal care item. The TSA noted that while the attempt to camouflage the ammunition was creative, it was ultimately ineffective. Their X-ray machines easily detected the hidden bullets within the deodorant stick. The question remains, why hide bullets in such an unconventional way? The most likely answer is an attempt to circumvent regulations. Firearms are only permitted on planes if they are registered, declared, and devoid of ammunition. This individual clearly sought to bypass these rules by hiding their bullets. Thankfully, their plan was foiled, though it raises further curiosity about why they had the bullets without the accompanying firearm. Time for the fancy topic. Airport security officers were in disbelief after a routine scan uncovered an unexpected and bizarre object inside a passenger. The woman, dressed in a tight-fitting dress that accentuated her extreme proportions, passed through the X-ray machine without any suspicion. However, when the scan appeared on the monitor, security found something they had never seen before: an actual chandelier lodged inside her pelvis. The woman was immediately detained, and authorities investigated the situation. It was later revealed that the woman had undergone an experimental and highly dangerous cosmetic procedure in an attempt to achieve an exaggerated body shape. The chandelier, made of lightweight materials but oddly shaped, had been surgically inserted as part of the process, though it had gone wrong. Medical professionals were brought in to safely remove the chandelier, which had started causing severe complications. What would you do if you found out something so strange was inside you? Have you ever heard of a more bizarre security find? Let us know in the comments with the hashtag #FancyTopic. Number 11. The Sword Cane. Now let's delve into a more thrilling story related to espionage and the art of concealed weaponry. The sword cane, a classic spy gadget, exemplifies the deceptive practices used in covert operations. This seemingly innocuous walking stick hides a blade within, allowing its user to surprise an unsuspecting target. At Logan Airport in Boston, a passenger was flagged by security when his cane set off the metal detector. It turned out that this cane was indeed a disguised sword. The amusing twist to the story is that the traveler claimed ignorance about the concealed weapon. Despite the peculiar situation, the cane was surrendered to TSA officials, and the traveler was allowed to continue with his journey. This incident highlights the inventive ways people attempt to smuggle items through security and the humorous yet serious consequences of such attempts. Number 10. Fake pregnancy smuggling. Our next tale takes us to Colombia, where an inventive smuggling method was used involving a fake pregnancy. Instead of hiding drugs internally, the smuggler created a faux baby bump to disguise their contraband. The fake belly was designed to mimic the appearance of a pregnant abdomen, concealing drugs inside. When questioned by an airport agent, the smuggler's artificial belly felt unnaturally cold and rigid, raising suspicion. Further inspection revealed that the belly was indeed a disguise, containing 2 kilos of cocaine. This innovative yet risky approach to smuggling highlights the extremes to which individuals will go to evade detection. The consequences for such an offense are severe, with potential prison sentences of up to 8 years. Number 9. Bobtail lizard smuggling. Here's another fascinating case that reveals the extent of the exotic pet trade. In 2017, a Japanese traveler was hit with a substantial $10,000 fine after Perth airport authorities in Australia discovered a hidden stash of 13 live bobtail lizards in his suitcase. The lizards were concealed in cotton bags, a strategy likely intended to reduce their suffering during transit. Despite this seemingly thoughtful approach, the smuggling operation was far from benign. Exotic animals like these bobtail lizards are highly sought after in the black market, often fetching exorbitant prices. Bobtail lizards, also known as shingleback skinks, are native to Australia and have become highly prized in the exotic pet trade due to their unique appearance and rarity. Their distinctive, rugged scales and relatively docile nature make them appealing to collectors. In the illegal wildlife market, each bobtail lizard can command prices ranging from $5,000 to $10,000, depending on its health, size, and coloration. This substantial value drives smugglers to take extreme risks to profit from their illegal trade. The smuggling attempt involved not just the illegal transportation of these reptiles, but also their severe mistreatment. The bobtail lizards, although alive when discovered, were not in the best of health. The stressful conditions of their journey and the cramped confines of the suitcase could have led to their suffering or even death if they had not been rescued in time. Such cases highlight the severe consequences of illegal wildlife trafficking, both for the animals and for the ecosystems they come from. Efforts to combat exotic animal smuggling involve international cooperation and stricter enforcement of wildlife protection laws. For instance, initiatives like the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, CITES, aim to regulate and monitor the trade of endangered species. Additionally, increasing public awareness about the impact of the illegal pet trade can help reduce demand and discourage smuggling activities. In this case, the bobtail lizard's rescue was a small victory against a larger problem. The fine imposed on the smuggler reflects the seriousness of wildlife trafficking crimes and the importance of protecting endangered species from exploitation. Number 8. Mattress smuggling. Next, let's dive into a story that, while not directly related to airport security, offers a fascinating look at unconventional smuggling methods. Human trafficking remains a serious global issue, with smugglers employing increasingly inventive techniques. In 2019, Spain's border control officers intercepted a particularly unusual attempt to smuggle individuals into Europe. 2 men were found hiding inside a mattress, a method that clearly failed to evade detection. The mattress was part of an effort by coyotes, individuals who profit from illegally transporting people across borders. While these men did not require medical assistance, their choice of hiding place was notably impractical. This case underscores the lengths to which traffickers will go and highlights the vigilance required by border security. Such incidents prompt authorities to remain ever watchful, as lax security could potentially allow dangerous situations or illegal activities to slip through the cracks. Number 7. The peanut butter smuggle. Sometimes it's not what you bring into a country that's the problem, but what's hidden inside your belongings. At Pittsburgh International Airport, a TSA agent experienced an unusual discovery when a routine baggage check triggered an alarm. Initially, the agent was puzzled because there were no obvious threats like weapons or drugs. The source of the alarm was eventually traced to a jar of peanut butter. Upon opening the jar, the agent found 3 vape canisters filled with marijuana, cleverly wrapped in plastic. The individual who attempted this covert operation claimed the marijuana was for medical purposes, yet still chose to conceal it in this manner. The irony here is clear. While medical marijuana may be legal, attempting to sneak it past security certainly isn't. TSA's standard procedure led to the involvement of law enforcement, which meant the traveler faced serious consequences. This case underscores the risk of trying to outsmart security, as it often leads to trouble rather than a clever escape. Number 6. Snake scare at Newark. In 2019, a surprising and unsettling event unfolded at Newark Airport in New Jersey. A 15-inch snake unexpectedly emerged during the TSA screening process, causing a significant stir. The appearance of the snake understandably alarmed many, as its sudden appearance could have been perceived as dangerous. Fortunately, it turned out that the snake was not venomous, alleviating some of the immediate fears. It's believed that the snake had escaped from someone's luggage or carry-on and had been slithering around unnoticed until it was spotted by a young girl. While the situation was alarming, it highlights a broader issue. Reptiles are sometimes smuggled in and out of countries, often without detection. Snakes can evade security measures if they are not carrying any metallic items. The TSA stated that the snake's owner should not expect to retrieve their pet anytime soon, a sensible decision considering the potential risks and complications. Number 5. The wheelchair drug bust. In 2022, a creative but ultimately unsuccessful attempt to smuggle drugs was uncovered at John F. Kennedy Airport. Customs and Border Protection officers seized approximately 28 pounds of cocaine, cleverly hidden within the wheels of a passenger's wheelchair. The discovery came about because the wheelchair's wheels were not functioning smoothly, suggesting something was amiss. Initial questioning of the traveler did not alleviate the officers' suspicions. An X-ray examination of the wheelchair revealed the unexpected cargo. The substance was confirmed to be cocaine, valued at nearly $500,000 on the street. The traveler was promptly arrested and handed over to Homeland Security investigations. The plan's downfall was the overloading of the wheelchair's wheels, which triggered the inspection. Despite the common presumption that a person with a disability would be less likely to be involved in drug smuggling, this case shows that even the most inconspicuous methods can be thwarted by a critical eye. Number 4. Turtle smuggling operation. The smuggling of exotic animals is a serious and persistent issue, fueled by their high market value and the illegal wildlife trade. In 2019, a significant bust in the Philippines brought to light the gravity of this problem. Authorities discovered a staggering 1,529 live turtles wrapped in duct tape and hidden inside abandoned suitcases at an airport. The smuggled turtles included rare and protected species like star tortoises, red-footed tortoises, sulcata tortoises, and red-eared sliders. These species are sought after not only for their exotic appeal, but also for their value on the black market. The value of these turtles was estimated to exceed $50,000 if sold to the right buyer. The suitcases had been transported from Hong Kong, and it is speculated that they were abandoned due to a fear of detection, or because the smugglers were caught or decided it was too risky to proceed. The Philippines, like many countries, faces challenges with illegal wildlife trafficking. The high demand for exotic pets and the substantial profits involved drive individuals and criminal networks to extreme measures. Such smuggling operations often involve complex logistics and significant risks. For instance, in 2021, wildlife traffickers were caught trying to smuggle over 200 endangered species, including reptiles and birds, hidden within luggage compartments of commercial flights. These cases often reveal the dire need for heightened vigilance and improved inspection methods at airports and border crossings. The consequences for those caught in wildlife smuggling are severe. In the Philippines, offenders can face substantial fines and prison sentences of up to 2 years. The legal framework aims to deter such illegal activities, but the persistent demand for exotic pets means that wildlife trafficking remains a significant issue. The effort to combat these crimes involves international cooperation, improved law enforcement training, and public awareness campaigns to reduce the demand for illegal wildlife. The turtle smuggling operation underscores the extreme measures some will take to profit from protected species, highlighting the ongoing battle against wildlife trafficking and the need for continued vigilance and enforcement. Number 3. The Golden Wig Scheme. Let's delve into an unusual smuggling attempt that goes beyond typical weapons and drugs. In 2022, an individual from India made headlines for an unconventional method of smuggling gold. The man had hidden gold beneath a wig, attempting to evade detection at the airport. The gold, weighing approximately 686 grams or about 24 ounces, was valued at around $43,000 based on the current market prices. The motive behind this smuggling attempt was unclear. It could have been driven by a desire to capitalize on better prices abroad, or perhaps due to stolen gold needing to be moved discreetly. The choice to conceal such a dense and valuable substance in a wig seems perplexing, given gold's heavy and easily detectable nature. Metal detectors are designed to pick up any significant metal presence, which made the gold virtually impossible to conceal effectively. The man's plan failed as security personnel quickly uncovered the hidden gold. This case underscores the reality that even the most inventive smuggling strategies can be thwarted by standard detection technology. Smuggling attempts often use bizarre methods, and this case is just one example. For instance, in 2018, a smuggler tried to transport diamonds hidden within a box of chocolate. The diamonds, encased in a non-detectable, non-metallic substance, were meant to blend in with the chocolates. Despite the innovative approach, the attempt was uncovered when a routine inspection flagged the irregular density of the package. Similarly, in 2019, authorities intercepted a shipment where precious gemstones were concealed inside the soles of shoes. The gemstones were embedded within the shoe's cushioning, a method that aimed to bypass conventional inspections. The attempt was discovered due to an anomaly detected during a routine X-ray scan. These examples highlight the creativity and persistence of smugglers who continuously seek new methods to bypass security. They also reflect the ongoing efforts of law enforcement to adapt and enhance their detection techniques. Whether through advanced imaging technology or meticulous manual inspections, security agencies strive to stay one step ahead of these evolving smuggling tactics. The Golden Wig Scheme serves as a reminder that no matter how inventive smugglers become, effective detection remains crucial in preventing the illicit movement of valuable items across borders. Number 2. Drugs in the shoes. Drug smuggling continues to evolve, with traffickers constantly devising new methods to bypass security. In Mumbai, a clever yet ultimately unsuccessful attempt to smuggle cocaine through the airport was uncovered in 2022. Authorities received a tip-off and, on heightened alert, thoroughly searched incoming passengers. They discovered a woman with cocaine hidden not just in her shoes but also in her bags. The strategy behind hiding drugs in shoes was to avoid detection by placing the drugs where few would think to look. While this method was inventive, concealing drugs in an area not immediately examined during a search, it ultimately failed. The cocaine was not the only substance found hidden in unconventional ways. For instance, in 2019, a similar smuggling attempt involved drug traffickers using hollowed-out soap bars to conceal heroin. The soap bars were meticulously crafted to resemble ordinary hygiene products, making them less likely to arouse suspicion. However, when customs officials became aware of this method, they heightened their scrutiny of personal care items, leading to several arrests. Another noteworthy case involves smugglers who use sophisticated technology to conceal drugs within the lining of clothing. In this instance, the drugs were embedded in custom-designed jackets equipped with hidden compartments, which were intended to bypass standard detection methods. Despite their ingenuity, the traffickers were caught due to a routine change in scanning procedures that allowed security personnel to detect anomalies in the clothing's density. These cases illustrate the ongoing challenge for airport security to stay ahead of ever-changing smuggling tactics. Security personnel must continually adapt to new concealment methods, often requiring advanced technology and improved training. The detection of drugs hidden in shoes and other unconventional places demonstrates the relentless efforts of law enforcement to combat drug trafficking. As smuggling techniques become more sophisticated, so too must the measures to counteract them, ensuring that even the most inventive concealment methods are identified and addressed effectively. Number 1. The gun concealed in a chicken. Here's a wild example of creativity in smuggling attempts. At Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport in Florida, a traveler recently tried to sneak a handgun through security by hiding it inside a raw chicken. You hear that right? A raw chicken. The gun was wrapped in plastic or paper and then carefully inserted into the poultry, which was intended to act as a camouflage. This peculiar choice likely aimed to dissuade security personnel from inspecting the bird too closely. The underlying thought might have been that no one would want to handle a raw chicken, and thus, the hidden gun might remain undetected. Despite the unorthodox nature of this method, it's clear that the TSA's commitment to thorough inspections is unwavering. They are trained to handle and examine all types of suspicious items, regardless of how unusual the concealment might be. Security officers at the airport are well aware of the various tricks individuals use to evade detection and are equipped to deal with them effectively. The attempt to hide the firearm in such an unconventional way did not succeed, proving that even the most inventive smuggling strategies are unlikely to outwit dedicated airport security. This incident not only highlights the ingenuity of those trying to circumvent the law, but also demonstrates the TSA's persistence in maintaining safety standards. Were you surprised by the number of people who have attempted to sneak items past security? Do you think some of these individuals were incredibly foolish for their attempts? Can you think of any other stories that could be added to this list? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.